My goal this year is actually to get to 2300. However, ever since I got to 2250 something, chess has been really brutal. The players at that level, they just are not playing. Everyone is tactically sharp. So I'll be playing some rapid games where I'll be explaining my thought process. So the games are going to be very instructive, and you're going to learn a lot from the games. And without further ado, let's get the games started. Okay, playing a 2176. Count looks good. Okay, opponent is going for the king's pawn opening. Let's see, are we going to see the French defense here? Okay, we're going to have the French defense. Looks like this is going to transpose into the exchange variation of the French defense. I expect a move like this. Now we have the exchange variation of the French defense. Let's bring the knight out and then bring the bishop out. Okay, opponent is playing a move like this to stop me from playing this. I think I'm going to play a move like this. If opponent pins me, okay, which opponent doesn't? Okay, let's castle. If opponent tries to go for this pin, I'm going to land this check. But opponent castles, so let's play a move like this. Just stop my opponent from pinning me with this move, and then let's play a move like this. Just keeping everything on the center of the board solid, and let's contest for the open file. I want to hop in here, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Hop in my knight here, and then play a move like this. Let's keep the knight rock solid. I'm looking at playing a move like this and then landing my other knight here. A move like this, I don't think I'm scared of. I think that would be a free pawn. I think a move like that is just going to be a free pawn. So let's see how my opponent handles this. Looks like opponent is offering me a free pawn. Let's say I capture here, opponent captures here, and then I go grab a pawn. Opponent plays a move like this. Can't I just go back here? That move looks like a free pawn to me. Maybe opponent is saying for the cost of the free pawn, I'm going to have the bishop pair. Do I really care about that? Not really. Let's get the pawn. Let's get the pawn. I think that might be a valid argument, but be my guess. All right. I think I'm just going here. I saw that move coming. Maybe a move like this, and I'm already looking at a move like this, except it doesn't work. A move like this, it doesn't work. Because if I go here, opponent can just capture here, and opponent is chilling. Problem here is I'm yet to complete my development. That's a problem here. The moment I play a move like this, I lose this pawn. What if I go here, just trade the queens or ask for the open file? Because what are we doing? Let's say we play a move like this. If opponent captures here, I capture here. At the end of the day, I'm up a pawn. Although I have no development, I have absolutely zero development. But we just cannot allow my opponent this activity. This amount of activity is crazy. So what if opponent captures here? I captured here. What if opponent captures here? Oh my goodness, did I just blunder? Did I just blunder? Oh, how did I make this kind of a mess? How did I make this kind of a mess? My position is just sad. It's a very sad position. How did I get myself here? Now I'm just down a full piece. How do I even survive this game? How am I surviving this game? Just down a full piece. Anyway, let's lock in and see if we can make a comeback here. Let's play a move like this. I want to stop my opponent knight from landing here. I'm also looking on playing a move like this. That's a free piece. Guys, opponent just gave me a free piece. Who am I to say no? Give me the evil piece. And just like that, I'm back into the game. Just like that. Wow. Wow. Opponent just returned the favor. Okay. Let's lock in. I want to trap this piece, but looks like I'm not trapping it. Or am I? If I go capture here, it doesn't work. If I play a move like this, opponent can just capture here. But if I capture here, the piece is still trapped. Maybe opponent is going to offer me another pawn. Uh-oh. Opponent missed that. Oops. Not really. Not really a miss. Not really a miss because there's a pin here. Maybe I shouldn't have captured there. Maybe just keeping the knight in the game. Okay. So we have an interesting end game here. Let's go here. So that move coming. I'm looking at maybe landing a check here, which my opponent is not going to allow. Okay. Problem here is I do not have a pass pawn, and opponent has two pass pawn. So this is not the easiest position to win. Not the easiest position to win. I'm looking on trying to create my own pass pawn somewhere here. So let's push pawn forward, and I'm looking at pushing pawn forward again. Looking at going for activity. My king is kind of active, which is like a plus for me. A move like this is GG's. A move like that is GG's. That's not a move I can afford to play. Because opponent just plays a move like this, and after the pin, the two pass pawn is just going to take my opponent to victory. Let's go here. Keep the king cut off. And the moment my opponent tries to play a move like this, that's a check. Oh, opponent's king is kind of cut off. I'm looking at the problem here is, let's say I go here, opponent has his check. So let's not be in a haste. Let's go here. I'm looking at trying to create a pass pawn of my own. If I capture here, can't I just go behind and go grab a pawn here? Looks like a free pawn to me. And if I have that pawn, then my opponent has a pass pawn to worry about. Let's go here. I want to kick the king away again. Before I go here, I'm going to capture here. Let's go capture this way. This is going to be a crazy comeback. This is just showcasing problem with king activity. King activity, my king is just limiting my opponent's king, and that might just be decisive. That might be decisive. Wow. Okay, I'm going to capture here. Go here. And go behind my pawn. Okay. Alright, opponent is going to grab this pawn, but I think my pawns are faster. I think my pawns are going to be faster. Problem is, the moment I play a move like this, I think my opponent has a check, yeah? We need to watch out for that. What if I just go grab here? I see my opponent playing a move like this. And after I move like this, but let's say we push pawn forward. Opponent lands a check here. Oh, I don't think I want to allow that. We have to be careful here. If I push this pawn forward now, my opponent has this check. And my king is forced here, and the opponent can start pushing pawn. If I go forward here, opponent can, okay. So if I go capture here, opponent is going to play a move like this. And there's just no easy way for me to hold on to my pieces. There's no easy way for me to keep holding on to my pawns. Maybe the game is going to end in a draw. Check here comes to mind. It does nothing. A move like this is asking for trouble. Because after I check here, my king is forced here, and my opponent has a pawn that I will be the one worrying about. Should I take my chances? I feel like taking my chances. Let's say I push pawn forward, opponent lands a check here. I go here, opponent push pawn. I go here, opponent push pawn again. I land a check here, opponent goes here, push pawn. Okay, I think I'm going to take my chances, guys. Let's take my chances. Let me take my chances here. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That I wasn't expecting. Okay, let's grab this pawn. Looking at a check here, then I push pawn forward. Okay, maybe opponent can land a check here, but I think after I move like this, my opponent doesn't really gain anything with that check. Also, pushing pawn forward comes to mind, but opponent can simply play a move like this, and everything is defended. If we push pawn forward, I push pawn forward. Opponent is just 3 squares away from promoting. We have a check here, and then a move like this. Oops, did I just blunder there? If I push pawn forward, opponent can capture here, and I guess I just wasted a move there. Let's go here. Oh my goodness me. Oh, if I go here, if I go here, opponent push pawn forward. Looks like we have nothing, guys. If I go here, opponent can capture here. If I push pawn forward, opponent just push pawn, and there's no way I stop that pawn. Have I messed this up? So it seems, guys. Let's go here. I'm also running low on time. Opponent might try to flag me. Oh my goodness me. How did I miss that? Oh, how did I miss that? Let's resign here. I pushed too much. Oh, I just pushed too much. Need to stop pushing too much. I pushed too much and it cost me the game. Let's quickly take a look at this game. I guess maybe at the end it was still equal. Because rook end game are quite tricky. Okay. I think I was winning, then I still found a way to give my opponent the advantage. Opponent had a brilliant move. Let's quickly take a look at this game. It was the exchange French defense. Nothing crazy was going on the board, and yeah, I just planted a knight on the center of the board. Capturing there was bad. Okay, maybe that's because I'm giving up my bishop pair. And all of this was okay. Then I blundered a full piece. And you might be wondering, why not capture here? If I capture here, I just lose my queen because my opponent just decided to remove the defender of the queen. And all thanks to me not developing my pieces. And yeah, I'm just down with full piece. I'm just struggling to join the game back, to enter the game. An opponent offers me a piece again. And I think at the end, the game was kind of equal. Okay, yes, that was a brilliant move. Yes. I realized maybe not capturing there was okay, but I think at some point I got back into the game again because my opponent's king was just not active, and was able to win a pawn there, able to get that pawn, and yeah, I was just completely winning. Guess I should have just pushed the pawn forward. Oops, I should have just pushed the pawn forward. Maybe push the pawn forward now again, but that was a miss win. And now the position is equal, and I realized it was equal. I realized the position is equal here, but just go for this pawn. Go for this pawn. Because now the position is equal. I landed a check here. I came back. Oops. What if I had gone here? I guess opponent is going to capture here. Okay, what if they capture with the king? Okay, yes, it makes a difference now. If I had gone here, opponent captures with the rook, opponent would not have any check here. But because I promoted, opponent captures the rook. After I move like this, opponent landed a check here. And my king is just going to stalk behind my rook, and the opponent is just going to queen. And that was why I played. That was why I blocked the check here, and then I found the resign button. Let's get another game rolling. All right, let's take a look. Playing someone from Philippines. Let's go with the king's pawn opening. Looks like what are we seeing? We have this Scotch. I'm looking at going for the Scotch Gambit. Let's play the Scotch Gambit. Opponent is a 2100 rated player, so opponent should know some stuff about the Scotch Gambit. But opponent is not going for the main line with this move. Opponent is playing a move like this, so I'm just going to offer my opponent this trade, and I'm simply saying, bro, I have massive lead in development. I feel like I can go capture here. I feel like I can go capture there, check, but I think I can just play a move like this as well. Yes, I think in the Scotch Gambit, whenever they play a move like this, I think this is also a move. And if opponent makes the mistake of capturing here, we have check here, and it's just going to be checkmate. But opponent might play a move like this. I think we can capture here with check, and probably play a move like this next. So let's see how my opponent responds to this. If my opponent captures here, it's just going to be checkmate, check here, and checkmate here follows. Okay, if my opponent doesn't capture there, I want to play a move like this. But I think I can also get away with playing a move like this, can't I? Problem here is that if I play a move like this, opponent is going to play a move like this, and the evil knight is defending. What if we go capture here and then go for this trade? I think I can I would love to play a move like this, and after I trade like this, I'm happy to capture here. So let's go here. And what if my opponent goes here? Oops. I can go capture there, but my opponent has this move, and it's kind of crazy. I don't want my opponent doubling up the pawns here. I don't want that happening. So let's not allow that happen, because I am planning to castle here. I see my opponent castling here. That's because our opponent is kind of behind in development on the king side. So now I won't be surprised if my opponent decide to castle here. So because I see that coming, I'm looking at castling here, and a trade here is something I'll be happy to see. Because after I capture here, in the long run, I might have a rook here pointing towards my opponent's king. A capture here comes to mind. It doesn't really do much. A pin here comes to mind. Opponent can grab here. Oops. If we go capture here, we check and then land a check here. Oh, I think that's a move. We can land a check here. Opponent goes grab, and then we land another check. Ooh, the opponent can go back. I almost missed that. Look at me. I almost missed that. Okay, so opponent is saying, bro, I'm not taking that. What if we go here? I see my opponent still capturing here. And even if I trade here, that would be me just losing material. So we can't afford to play a move like that. So what do we play? What if we play a move like this? We are getting fucked. What if I guess we have to play a move like this, because every other move doesn't work. We have a move, we can get it. We might get it with a move like this. If I play a move like this, I get it with a move like this. It's a fuck. Oops, I can't get it with a move like that. I can just capture here. And if my opponent captures here, I have this pin. So what if I go here, opponent decide to play a move like this? I think I can still capture here. All right, let's go here. Opponent is likely going to just capture here without thinking. A move like this, I think I'm happy to say I'm just going to capture here. I have no issues. And after I trade here, I'm just going to recapture this way. Okay, after I trade here, I have this move, and that's a pin. Okay, so that move coming from 1,000 miles away. So when the does settle, I'm no longer down with pawn. Even though I started by giving up a pawn, now I'm no longer down with pawn. I'm looking at just castling here, asking my opponent to capture here, and then hitting my opponent with this fork. I think we can get away with doing that. Let's castle here. Capturing here is begging for trouble. What if we go here? Let me complete my development. Let's just finish the development. Last time I played and did not complete my development, I got destroyed. Let's go here. I'm looking at playing a move like this next. Keeping the pawn defended. A move like this, don't think I have an issue with. Opponent pushing pawn here is music to my ears, so I do not see my opponent doing that. I really feel like playing a move like this. Put pressure on the piece on this pawn, but I don't think we are putting any serious pressure there. Okay, I also see my opponent playing a move like this. Let's go here. Let's go here. Just trying to make sure the move works. I won't be surprised to see my opponent playing a move like this. I would not be surprised. I'm looking on playing a move like this. Okay, opponent strikes. Maybe we get it with a move like this with ideas of pushing pawn forward. That might be a move, but I'm already thinking of pushing my pawn forward here. A move like this comes to mind, but opponent can capture and the opponent is chilling. I think I'm okay with playing a move like this, keeping everything rock solid and making sure this continue to be a weakness. The moment my opponent push pawn forward, I can capture here, and I'm chilling. Pushing pawn forward might be a move I consider at some point. Capturing here, I would love to, but I'm not going to. Do you know why I'm not going to capture this? This bishop is really not doing anything in the game. If you look at the game before this knight move, the bishop was just a giant pawn, and if I trade this bishop, opponent will be happy. So instead of trading that bishop, I'm just going to play a move like this. Okay, maybe opponent is going to play a move like this. I feel like just capturing here. I feel like capturing there, but that's just going to be a trade. I really fancy that trade. Problem is my knight will be under attack at the end of the day. At the end of the day, my knight is going to be under attack. And I was also thinking of just playing a move like this, but we need to consider moves like this. And the opponent strikes with a move like that. A move like this comes to mind, but let's go here. Let's keep it solid this way. Let's keep it rock solid. Capture here. Opponent captures. Capture here. I don't think I really want that. I don't think I really want that. I wish to play a move like this. If I do not want that, opponent is gaining some tempo on my piece. I do not like that. And if I play a move like this, opponent just captures here, and this pawn is going to drop because except I'm willing to capture here and double up my pawns on that side of the board. So I think I'm going to play a move like this. And after my opponent plays this move, I think opponent played that move so fast. Okay, opponent has this move. That is the only move that saves the game. Because the reason this move saves the game is that it comes with a tempo and I have to move my king, and after that opponent can get away to play something else. Else opponent would have got their piece trapped. Pushing pawn forward comes to mind. Capturing here just helps my opponent. Okay, so what do we do? What if we push pawn forward? Opponent captures here, I capture here. I really hate this knight, this bishop. That's an evil bishop. I'm looking at pushing pawn forward. If opponent captures here, I capture here. Guess I'm chilling. Or am I not? Push pawn forward, opponent captures, I capture. There's something I should worry about. Okay, at the moment, not really. I'm also looking at playing a move like this, but the moment opponent captures here, if I capture here, opponent has this move, and that's a skewer. So let's play a move like this. Let's keep it this way. I also like to remove this piece, but for now, I guess I'm not removing it anytime soon. Oops. Okay, let's play a move like this and then go here. I think I'm okay with that. A move like this would trap this piece. Is it trapping it? Not really. Not really. I think the piece has a square. And it has that square. Let's go here. Let's go here. I see my opponent trying to play a move like this, but I think that should be a bad move. Trying to open up a discovered attack on my queen. I believe that should be a bad move. What if opponent plays a move like this? I think I can just get capture here and then play a move like this. So let's see how opponent handles this. Opponent has like a 2-minute time advantage. So we actually need to start playing fast. A move like this, I already feel like playing a move like this, but I think opponent has a move like this. So it is crazy out here. So a move like this, can't I just capture here? Not sure why my opponent played that move. Okay, maybe opponent is going to capture here. I have no issues with that, but I see my opponent capturing with something else. I see my opponent capturing with this pawn and simply saying I have opponent doesn't do any of that. If I play a move like this, is that a fork? No, really. Not really a fork. I guess I would like to play a move like this and then a move like this. Okay, if I play a move like that, it also doesn't work. Opponent is just going to gain a tempo on my piece like this. So I don't want my opponent gaining unnecessary tempo on my pieces. So let's go here. A move like this is something I'm considering because I'm just going to end up winning a pawn. So opponent has to be careful. I see my opponent trying to double up here. And that's crazy, guys. It works. Oh, it's a crazy move that works. Okay, now I'm looking at playing a move like this, but opponent can capture here. And if I go here now, I see my opponent playing a move like this. So let's say we go here now. Opponent doubles up. I capture here. Opponent captures, and then I play a move like this. Also, I am considering a move like this. Can't I just get away with playing a move like this with the intention of following it up with this move next, or just capturing here? Is my queen going to be out of play? Not really. I think I can bring my queen back in the game like this. Hope I'm not getting trapped. Let's say I play a move like this. I'm running low on time, guys. I need to start moving. Let's go here. Running low on time. I need to start moving. I see my opponent doubling up there. So let's do this. Let's go here. So now my opponent doesn't have a rook to attack my queen. So I don't want to worry. I don't want to worry about that move. That is why I did not go for this move earlier. But maybe opponent can play a move like this. All right, let's see how opponent handles this. A check here does absolutely nothing. Wow, wow, wow. I see my opponent playing a move like this. Also, a move like this seems to work. A move like that, I'm looking at this check, but I think it's just a check. I think that's just a check. Yes, I saw that move coming from 1,000 miles away. So let's say we go here, capture. What if I go defend this pawn? What if I just go defend my pawn? What if I go defend the pawn? I'm running low on time, just not thinking a lot about my moves. A move like this is a free rook. Give me the evil rook. But we might get it with a move like this. I need to think on my opponent's turn. Really need to think on my opponent's turn. A move like this is a free rook. A move like that, I guess I was expecting that. If we go capture here, okay, let's go capture here. Wow. Wow, 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 just this move. Just had to save my rook. I don't want to lose the rook. Capturing here does nothing. If my opponent had captured here, it would have just been a crazy sacrifice that also does nothing. Opponent is looking on playing a move like this. That's what my opponent is considering. Oops. Let's try to trade queens. Trying to trade queens for one reason. I'm running low on time. But maybe that will just make it easier for me to get flagged. Let's go here. Is that not a blunder? Wow, wow, wow. Let's go here. Let's go here. I think that's a blunder from my opponent. Opponent moves the king. I'm going to sack here. I have just 30 seconds. And if opponent captures here, I can capture with check and then capture here. Going to sack here. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Position is insanely crazy. Trying to deliver some kind of checkmate. I guess we can say good luck on that. Maybe I should take a draw. Maybe a draw is not that sad. Maybe a draw is not too sad. Running low on time. I'm completely winning here. I think I should be completely winning here. But I'm running low on time. So let me take the draw. Opponent might win this game. Opponent might win this game. I see a check somewhere. And how do we stay away from checks? Opponent is going to win this game. I'm getting flagged. Getting flagged. I guess I can force a draw this way. On this guy. Guys, not taking the draw. I have just 5 seconds. Oh my goodness. That's a bad move from me. I'm trying to trade the queens. I'm trying to trick my opponent. Yes. Oh, I'm not going to be on time. Oh, and that's a loss again. Wow, I played with 73.8% accuracy. Opponent played with 75.5. Opponent flagged me. I guess fault is on me. I did not use my time very well. Opponent played this very weird. Okay, that's not the way to go. Just capture in the center justice. And okay, I was thinking of this move, but I ruled it out. I thought it doesn't work. Oh, now I see it works. Because after I check like this, if opponent blocks here, we just capture here. And if opponent recaptures, I just stop calculating here. We have a move like this, and we are just going to pick up the rook on the next move. Oops. I just stopped calculating there. Yes, I stopped calculating there. That would have been an amazing move. Okay, I actually found it, but I did not calculate it through. Okay, so in the opening, I was not really doing well, although I felt like I was doing very well. Trading the bishop, I did not want to trade the bishop because I thought the bishop was a bad piece, but all of a sudden, bishop just lands on this diagonal, and the bishop just becomes a monster. And capturing there was a blunder. And why is it a blunder? What was the best move here? Okay, the best move was for me to just move somewhere. I was thinking my opponent would capture here, and if I oh, what was I even thinking? The knight is no longer attacking this. That was what I was thinking. I was thinking my opponent would be able to win this pawn. I was just calculating something that was not on the board. Okay. When I decided to capture, it was not really the best move. And right here, I realized I was running low on time, and I was just trying to not go for something too complicated, just trying to play fast. And I think I found, wait, it wasn't a brilliant move. Thought it was a brilliant move. Okay, it was the best move. I was completely crushing here. Yes, it's a brilliant move. And opponent sacks here. And after the trade, I had just 20 seconds against 2 minutes. Good luck winning this. Opponent, I thought opponent would repeat the game. Wanted to go for a draw. And then, oh, wait, was there a miss win? What did I miss there? Just capture this pawn, bro. Maybe, but yeah, I thought opponent would just allow the repetition. Opponent doesn't, and now I'm winning. I'm winning if I find this check. Wait, well, let me not be too hard on myself. Winning if I find this check. Maybe a capture here, but just complicated. Finding this in about 10 seconds is just crazy. And at the end of the game, I tried to trick my opponent. That was a trick move. My opponent fell for it. I grabbed here. I just had 1 minute. If I had known, I would have just sacked here and the game would have ended in a draw. Okay, let's get the last game rolling. Can I win a game or am I going to lose all 3 games? This is crazy, guys. Let's make sure we are not playing a fish. Okay, let's go with the king's pawn opening. Okay, opponent is going for the tested and trusted French defense. Okay, I like to play it this way. Let's go for the classical variation. Oops, opponent is going for the Wenewa variation. And I think I like to play it this way. And while my theory here is still shaky, many people here, this is a surprising move to them. And they are just not too sure what to do here. And you can see opponent is already thinking, what is that move? What is that move? And is that the best move? Not really. Do I capture here? I think so. Do I worry about my opponent playing a move like this? Probably. If I go capture here, opponent strikes with this move. This pawn is hanging. I feel like just going here, but I think capturing there is the way to go. If I capture this pawn, opponent can capture this pawn, and the opponent is just putting pressure on this. I think I have moves like this, just keeping everything solid. All right, let's go for this pawn. Let's see how my opponent responds to this. Let's go here. Also, a move like this, breaking the pin and just preparing to castle, is also something I'm considering. Although my opponent might just, okay, opponent doesn't do that. I think I would like to play a move like this now. What if I go for this pin? Pin I'm really considering. A check here also comes to mind. If I go for this pin, my opponent has this move. And if I capture here, opponent won't capture back with the queen. So that doesn't work. So what if we go here? Should I worry about my opponent playing a move like this? If I go here, maybe my opponent, okay, opponent, yes, opponent can capture here. All right, let's just go here and castle on the next move. If my opponent plays a move like this, I'm just going to capture there. Going to capture there, maybe opponent captures here. So if my opponent plays a move like this, do I really want to capture or do I just ignore and just capture here? I think I can get away with ignoring and just capture here. Yes. If opponent plays a move like this, I'm going to capture here. Two pieces are just going to be under attack. The rook is under attack and the bishop is going to be under attack. Okay, and opponent decided it's not worth it. All right, let's keep this defended this way. Let me castle here. A move like this comes to mind. And that looks smart, I guess. Maybe opponent is going to play a move like this again. I'm also thinking of just going here. Just hitting my opponent's queen. I see my opponent is kind of interested in grabbing this pawn. And the opponent is trying to kick me away before they grab the pawn. So that might be a move. I'm also looking at just playing a move like this. But a move like this is going to be very dangerous, I believe. Yes, I saw that move coming from 100 miles away. Let's go here. Opponent wants to repeat. If I repeat, I don't want to repeat, but I'm down material. I do not want to repeat this position. Okay, let's go here. I think if my opponent plays this move, then I go here. Opponent wants to repeat. Maybe I should be repeating, but something is telling me, Justice, you are the higher rated player here. I wonder I'm not. Is that queen not trapped? Okay, not yet. All right, let's go here. I see my opponent capturing here. I'm just going to capture here. Also, a move like this tries to trap me, but I think I have a move like this. So let's see how opponent respond to this. Opponent is up a million pawn. Opponent is up a million pawn, but I think I want to believe my pieces are much more coordinated, are better coordinated than my opponent's pieces. And the opponent's king is still stuck on the center of the board. I see my opponent capturing here. The problem with that capture is that I can capture here and it comes with an initiative. I like this move, guys. I'm looking at this. Do I have the dovetail checkmate here? I see my opponent playing a move like this and I'm looking at going for this check. So let's say we go for this check now. I sack here, it does nothing. If I go capture here with check, opponent is not going to capture with the queen. Opponent is going to capture that way. Opponent is not going to capture with the knight. Opponent is going to capture a different way. A way I do not really like here. A check here comes to mind. I really want to sack here. If I sack here, it doesn't really give me anything. If I sack here, check, opponent just captures, and this bishop just comes to life. So I do not want to do that. This is a chaotic game. I wish if I play a move like this, my opponent is going to play this because I have a check here. And the king is forced here, and that will be checkmate. But opponent can capture with the queen. And I'm getting nothing from that trade. So I'm looking at just going for this check. Let's go for this check. What if we go here? Maybe I do not really want that. Let's go here. The check here comes to mind. Sacrificing here comes to mind. Except it does nothing for me. If I sack here now, opponent just captures and there's nothing going on there for me. Let's go back. I really would love to sack here, but I have nothing. Need to stay away from that kind of evil sacrifice. That's an evil sacrifice. Let's stay away from that. I feel like going here. All right, let's go here instead. Don't want to trade. I'm also looking at this move. I see my opponent playing a move like this, just trying to double up here. Oh my goodness me. How did I blunder this? What am I doing? How did I blunder this? Oh, I just wasn't even seeing the queen. I just wasn't seeing the rook. Oh, that was a sad miss. Oh, that's another loss. That's just another loss. Crazy, guys. I just lose 3 games like that. I'm also looking at playing a move like this, just trying to generate some kind of pressure. Just trying to generate some kind of pressure. But I myself, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. But my opponent's king is still stuck on the center. So let's play this game through. Grabbing this pawn comes to mind. Playing a move like this, I feel like doing as well. Let's go here. Move does nothing. Move does nothing. And this evil queen is also defending here. I'm looking at play capturing here if my opponent allows me. But I see my opponent pushing pawn, and after the trade, just going here. That is not going to be a bad move. A move like this, I'm landing this check. That's pinned. And that's pinned. And I do not want to be trading here, but it's not like I'm left with a lot of choices. Not really left with a lot of choices. A move like this now comes to mind. But I think I still have this check. Check that my opponent doesn't really appreciate. And it's not like I can grab here. I can't. So let's see what happens here. If my opponent sacks here, I'm going to capture here. That is still pinned. If my opponent plays that move, I'm looking at just going here next. I'm looking at just going here next. And if opponent captures here, capture here with check. I think that's just a check. It's just a check, guys. How am I surviving this? Should I be looking for the resign button? I wish I could play a move like this. I do not want to trade queens. I don't want to trade. Let's say I go here, opponent grabs this pawn. Pushing pawn here is begging for trouble. And I land a check here. And I can just move the king somewhere. Guys, it's over. It's over. Can't be making such a one move blunder. Need to work on my tactics. I'm also running low on time. I'm not really sure what to do. Let's go here. Grabbing this pawn is trouble. Oh, my queen. Let me resign. So let's take a look at that game. That's my worst game in a while. That is my worst game in a while. Let's see. Played with 69.5% accuracy. Opponent played with 80.0% accuracy. I was winning at some point, and then I gave up the advantage. This is all book move. And the opponent wasn't responding very well. I also wasn't responding very well. But I thought the opponent was also going for a draw. And I did not want to go for the draw. I wanted to keep the game going. Okay, I should have played a move like this immediately. This would have been a better try. Yes. I think it would have been a better try. If I move like this, I'm looking at, this is a move I'm really considering. I'm looking at going here. Let's see the follow-up. Is that the follow-up? Okay, the follow-up is to land a check here. That's crazy. What if my opponent just blocks here? What happens next? Oops. Then I go here. I wasn't really playing very well today. I wasn't playing very well today. How am I missing all this kind of basic tactic? Okay. Instead, I went for this, and I was really optimistic. I thought I had a nice game here, and I was looking on playing a move like this, saying if my opponent captures here, I have a check here, and after a move like this, I have the dovetail checkmate. But it just doesn't work because my opponent can capture the queen, and downward pawn here. And after I move like this, I grab the pawn here, and after this move, I went back. Then guess what I did? Blunder the full piece. Blunder the full piece. And after opening captures here, it is just GG's from here. Guys, if you have made it this far into the video, please smash the like and subscribe button.